So one of the things I want to go over today was understanding your strengths and your weaknesses. Because that is one of the most important things, is to realize what the way your brain works. That's why I'm not a huge fan of standardized testing, because they assume that all of our brains work exactly the same way. Let me give you an example. When we first got married, my wife Brianna and I, we didn't have much money, so we bought a house that needed a lot of work to be done. So we bought the house and we decided, hey, we're gonna fix it up ourselves. Fantastic idea. Except I do not know anything. I'm terrible about anything mechanical. So we had to get a bunch of doorknobs replaced, almost the whole house. And I said, okay, I'm gonna knock this out before my wife gets home, because she's doing all the work everywhere else. So I went in and I said, okay, well, first off, I need to take off the doorknob. And about 3 hours later, I had half of a doorknob off, and that's because I beat it with the hammer until it fell off, because I got so frustrated. And I realized, hey, I'm terrible at this. Brianna came home and she had them all done within an hour. So what I realized early on, and what I think I am, there's a lot of things I'm not good at, but what I am good at is understanding what I shouldn't be doing because other people can do it better. And that's almost anything mechanical. So as far as automobiles, not good at that, find a good mechanic. Painting, one of the worst painters in the history of the world. But I've always been able to kind of, when it comes to math and numbers and concepts, get them almost instantaneously. It's just the way it works. Another example, my father-in-law, I lost some weight, and my watch, I was sitting there, we were talking, and I was trying to adjust it, and for about 45 minutes I was fiddling with it. And finally he said, listen, give me that thing. And he took it and had it fixed within 30 seconds. When I look at it, it was so confusing. And a lot of times people, when they come in, people will say, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I'm so bad at this. I should be better. I really wish I knew this more. It's not your job to know it more, right? Finance, your job was to go out, and whatever your job was, if you're a firefighter or a police officer or teacher, your job was to do those things. The finance wasn't in there. And there's a very good chance that maybe you're just not good at that, right? Maybe your brain's wired differently, and that's not a strength, which is fine. That's perfectly fine, because all you need to know is, okay, that is a weakness of mine. Who can help me solve that? And seek out help for that. Just like I need to seek out a mechanic or somebody else, and whether it's us or someone at your church or a relative or a fiduciary, just make sure that if that is a weakness, don't try to overcome it yourself with limited knowledge and limited experience, because you're going to end up causing more harm than good. You're going to end up beating the door hand off, proverbially off the hinge, because you don't know any other way. So I just want to make sure I address that, because so many people say, I'm so sorry, I don't get this. Don't be sorry. Just now that you're in that situation, let's address it and let's move forward.